Hey guys, I thought I would show you. I had my first accident with the Tittle. I had a breakage on one of the little clips, so I'm going to show you how to remove it, um, and of course show you how to repair it. This club, is my driver, and that's why it broke. Actually, what you'll see is that one of the little tabs um, snapped, and basically uh, the little zip tie pretty much cut through the plastic because of the impacts and all that stuff. So anyway, you just pull it down to the end of the club, get your pair of scissors or whatever, and snip the thing right off. So it's pretty easy. Just don't lose your fingers, like I say. Yeah, it's really easy. I mean, this thing is so easy. Oh God, yeah. I'm kidding. Of course, it's really pretty simple. Um, okay, now let's put one of these guys together. Now, originally, this is in fact, this is what I use. This is what the balls look like before they split in half. If you hit enough of these little wiffle balls, they are cheap enough plastic that they split in half. And let's see if I have one here. And they'll do this number, so you can see how they come apart. Well, we're going to use this guy, and I'm going to show you how to do this thing again. You take your wiffle ball. There's a hole alignment that has to be done, and that's to make it kind of a five-sided looking star. So you do it, rotate it around like that way, and then that gives you a couple of holes at the top. On this one, the topology and all that stuff is perfect for this. So anyway, you take a pair of scissors again, and in this case we're doing these top two lines, and this will make the tab to put pressure on the chipset. And then I'm going to take a little snip at the top, make it flat. Okay, your finished product kind of looks somewhat like that, with the 5 holes and these two guys. That leaves you 2 holes on the side. Now there's another type of ball that you can get. This is the MaxFly impact ball. That's what they call it. It's got a thicker plastic. It's a squishier feel. I haven't had one of these split, so I'm not sure if you're going to be able to use anything like this. Plus the holes are different, and that'll cause some issues. Okay, so what I've been having trouble with is on the impact, and this happens with the R-Motion too, by the way, is that on impact on a driver, 3-wood, the big clubs, the chip will have a tendency to spin around. So what I'm using is called Fix-It tape or something like that. It's basically a flexible rubber plastic tape that you put it around. See, I've advertised this stuff before. They call it Mighty Fix-It. You can find this like at your as seen on TV. That kind of thing. So you know where to look at. Now that I have one of those, that'll hold. Increase the friction on the grip. So now we take our little chip, our new one, and we're going to put it on top of this guy, and we're going to use a couple of these things. These are zip strips. Now these are actually quite big. I mean they don't have to be this long. I think these are like 11 inches, which is like way overkill for this project, but it's all I have right now. However, the thickness seems to be just really good. I think it's about a 1/8 of an inch, maybe 1/4 of an inch in width, about a 1/16 of an inch thick. It's the thickness kind of helps because it holds the chipset in place, which is something I've been noticing is that the combination of the zip tie pushing the chip up and the you know, the combination of the zip tie pushing the chip up and the plastic sphere pulling down on it makes it a great cradle for this project and for this type of system. So anyway, so I'm kind of almost done here. I'm just going to pull the zip ties on here, and what I'm trying to do is to get the ball to lay sort of like that. I don't want it completely, you know, pulled down, but I want it close enough that I can get it. I'd also like it up to the you know, to the shaft of the club as best I can get it. Now, first, when you're putting your chip in this thing, it's going to be a little bit tough, but it will work itself out. You can see I'm kind of pulling my finger on here to pull it out a little bit. That you need to do, and then you just drop it in. Now, I'll tell you the truth, and it's ready to go. You know, of course, you just snip off these guys, the extra length, and now we've got a cradle ready to go. So that's how quick that is. Now, originally, I just wanted to show you, I created these things for the R motion. The R motion looks like this. This is the Tittle next to it, and you can see the R motion is it's a lot smaller. It's you know, in length as well as in width. The width of it is pretty close to about the same, but it's not exactly. What I thought about was maybe working on another version of this specifically for R motion, since the cradles are quite pricey. Although I gotta hand it, R motion is a fantastic system. So just be you know, they have a great game and things. It's just, you know, it's just one of those things. Preference. I kind of like cheap myself. So anyway, you can tell from my garage. My garage is pretty inexpensive. This is my garage simulator. And it is actually a very narrow space. The ceilings are pretty low, so it's not optimal. But you know what? In the winter time, I can keep it warm in here, and it's a lot of fun. So gives me some practice too. You know, like I can now beat my brother in golf, which is like always impossible. So anyway, that's what I wanted to show you.